Hello students, welcome to my online lecture session of subject.NET programming. Today's topic is looping in .NET. It is a part of Unit 1 which is Introduction to Microsoft .NET Framework and Basics of VB.NET. Objective of this video lecture is, first of all, what is loop? Then various types of loop in .NET, which is while and while loop. Then do loop with various version of while and until. So first is do while loop. Second is do loop while. Third is do until loop. Then do loop until and for next statement. And all these various loops are performed using console application. Now start our session with, first of all, what is loop? A loop statement allows to execute a statement or a group of statements multiple times. For example, suppose I want to print some message 5 times. So without loop, we have to write that statement 5 times. But using loop, we can reduce our code and we can use various looping statement using to print a particular text or particular output. In .NET, types of loop are while and while, do while loop, do loop while, do until loop, do loop until, and for next. Now first is while and while loop. While and while loop is a entry control loop. That means, first of all, condition is checked. If the condition is true, then it enters in the loop and execute codes. Then after again it goes to previous step, means for again condition is checked. If the condition is true, then again execute the code and again check the condition. Whenever the condition becomes false, that it exits from the loop. Now syntax of while and while is while, then write the condition, then statements to be executed in looping is written here, and at last and while is there. So in while loop, condition is checked at the entry point, so it is called entry control loop. Now do loop. Do loop is appear with two keyword while and until. So whenever do loop is used with while, then it executes the loop until condition is true. So in that case, we have to write the condition such that the condition becomes true, then it executes the loop. Otherwise, it comes out from the loop. And second variation is until. So whenever we use until, then the loop continue until condition is false. Means if the condition is false, then it executes the loop, and whenever condition becomes true, then it comes out from the loop. Now syntax of do loop statement is, first of all, do, then loop. Do is can appear with while or until. Then condition, then statements, and at last loop. Whenever we use while statement, then we have to write the condition such that whenever condition becomes true, then it enters into the loop. And when we use until, then we have to write condition based on that, so that whenever condition becomes false, then it enters into the loop. So until it works with false condition, and while the keyword is used with the true condition. And the second is do loop. After the loop, we have to write while or until, then condition. In that case, here, if we write while, then we have to write condition based on that, so that while is used, while continues the loop whenever condition becomes true. So here we have to write the true condition. And if we use until, then we have to write the condition such that condition, whenever condition becomes false, then it enters into the loop. So until works with false condition. Here, while and until is written with do, then in that case it works as a entry control loop, because first the condition is checked. If the condition is true or false, based on that the statement is executed. And in second types, to loop while or until condition, in that case, first of all statements are executed and then after loop is continue based on while or until and condition. So at last condition is checked. So this is known as exit control loop. So here in .NET, do loop is appear with the 4 types: do while loop, do until loop, do loop while, and do loop until. Now next is for next loop. This is a flowchart of for next. In that case, first of all, variable is initialized, then condition is checked. If the condition is true, then code is executed, and then increment is done, and again it checks the condition. If the condition is true, then again execute the conditional code, then increment statement is executed, and then after again goes to the previous condition, and it again checks the condition, then execute the loop. But whenever the condition becomes false, then it comes out of the loop, exit from the loop. Now syntax of for next loop is for and at last next. After that, one variable is used. Variable or counter variable equal to start, we have to assign the starting value, to end, ending value. Then after, this step is optional step, increment or decrement. So these steps tell how many steps are incremented or decremented. So here in this case, first time the counter variable is start from the starting value, then execute the statement, and then next statement, again increment step is performed, increment by 1 or 2, which is written after the step. Then after, check the condition. If the condition is true, then statement is executed. Again check the condition is true, then execute the statement, then after increment or decrement, again check the condition. So such way for next loop is work. Now switch over to the console application to perform practical based on loop. In console application, we create a module with name loop1. In this module, first of all, I perform the practical using while loop. The while loop perform 1 to 5 number in sequence. So first of all, in that case, I need one variable I, which is declared as integer. I want to print the output like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Value start from 1. So here I initialize the variable I with 1. After that I write while and last end while. Between this while and end while I write the code and a condition. So here after while write the condition. In that case I required to print the output in sequence up to 5 number. So my condition becomes I less than equal to 5. And inside the while loop I print two statements. Console dot write line the value of variable I. Then after printing one value, we have to increment the value of variable I. So here I write I equal to I plus 1. Now this is the code of my while and while. After that at last I have to write console dot read key to print the output. Now my code is completed. Now set the loop on as a startup object and then run. So the output window display 1 to 5 number in sequence. Now next loop. In next loop I write the code for first of all do loop. Do loop with a so here both statements are written as it is. This is my executed statement in loop. So first of all I use do while. So in do while case I have to write the true condition so that my loop will be executed. So here I write I greater than less than equal to 5. Whenever the value of I becomes I less than equal to 5, then it enters into the loop. And here I write and while. Loop. Okay. Now this is my code of do loop. Run the output. The output prints the value of variable I start from 1 to 5. Now next do loop statement with exit control loop. So here this condition with the while is written after loop. So here do loop while I less than equal to 5. In this case, first of all, the value of I is printed. So here it becomes 1. Then after it is incremented. Now the value of I becomes 2. Then after the condition is checked. So here the condition becomes 2 less than equal to 5, which is true. So that my cursor will goes into the do while loop. Again print the value, then again increment, then again condition is check. So in this case condition is check at exit point. So it is known as exit control loop. Now second, until. With the while we write true condition, means whenever condition becomes true it enters into the loop. But whenever we use until, then in that case we have to write the condition but false condition. So if the condition becomes false, then it enters into the loop. So in this case, first of all I means 5. So here 1 greater than 5. means condition is true. Sorry, condition is false. Then it enters into the loop and print the value of I, means 1. Then after the value becomes 2, again check the condition 2 greater than 5. Then again condition is false, so it enters into the loop. Such way do until works with the false condition. So here we have to write the condition such that it becomes false every time, and whenever it becomes true, then it comes out from the loop. Now run the output. It prints the value 1 to 5. Now until loop is written after the loop. Then it becomes like a exit control loop. So here again my output is 1 to 5. Now after that we perform a practical using for next. So here I erase all the statement. Now here write the code using for statement. So first of all for, then variable which is I, then starting value of variable which is 1, then 2 which is a keyword, then end value 5. Then this step is optional. If a step is not written, then default is incremented by +1. So here suppose I write step 1, then every time the value of variable I is incremented by 1. Now at last next. Now here erase the code. Now run the practical. The output is same 1 to 5. Now suppose I want to print the 1 to 5 but in reverse order. Then in that case I have to write the starting value with 5, ending value with 1, and here I have to decrement the value of variable I. So here I have to write -1. Now run the code. The output is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suppose I want to increment the value in the case of 2. Means start from value 1 to 10. Ending value is 10 and require the increment of 2. In that case, I get the output like this: 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now switch over to PPT. I hope you enjoy this video lecture session. Thank you.